Welcome to Donski Tech. In this short video, I'm going to show you how you can use the liveserver extension of Visual Studio Code. If you have been writing HTML web content with Notepad and testing it by running it in a browser, so for example in here, I have my index.html starter template, and if I wanted to see how it looks in the browser, so I'll just have to double click it, the output of my HTML content. If I wanted to edit my HTML page, so for example, I'm going to change it into, then if I wanted to see how it looks in the browser, all I have to do is to click refresh, and you would notice that the H1 has now reflected the changes. So if I do this multiple changes back and forth, then you would notice that this will be quite tiring in the long run. So there's got to be an easier way, right? So enter the live server extension in VS Code. All you have to do is to open your project in VS Code and then just click this Go Live button at the lower right hand status bar template. And what will happen is that it will open up my page and it will load my index.html. So, for example, if you would check the URL, it seems that it is running some local web server, and then it automatically hosts my index.html page. To use the live server extension, then all you have to do is just go to the extension tab, and in the extension tab, type in live server, and once you see the live server in here, just click the install button. Once the live server is installed, all you have to do to use the live server is just click the button here, which is go live, or you can go to your index.html and then click open with live server. So let's do some testing. So in my case in here, let's add a new paragraph under the h1 tag, and then let's see what will happen. If I add the paragraph in here, and you would notice that it automatically refreshed my browser and I am able to see the new paragraph in my web browser. Next, we do some testing in the index.css or CSS files. So if, say for example, we wanted to change the color of our h1 tag, all we have to do in here is just add a CSS selector, and then let's change the color to, for example, into teal. And you would notice that the color changes into teal. If I turn it back into red, then you would notice that the h1 tag turns into a red color. So that's how easy it is to do the changes in the index.css. And now, if we test some JavaScript, so for example, if I wanted to change the text in the paragraph, I just add some code in my index.js. So to do that, I'm just going to add a new JavaScript function in here. And you would notice that I changed the value of the HTML content, and it's now saying that it is, yes, live server is really awesome. As you can see, whatever changes that you are doing in the Visual Studio Code is automatically reflected in the web browser, and you don't have to do any changes or reload anything in our web browser. So this extension is really helpful when doing web development. That's it. I hope you learned something. Happy exploring!